Yeah, this is something that I'm going to carry the rest of my life, obviously. And the way I look at it, my way of redeeming myself, is to do anything I can to make justice and peace in this area.
Channel 4 News has conducted a rare interview with an Israeli soldier who served on the ground in Gaza.
There are literally people going around in Israel killing innocent civilians, right, all around. And this is something that needs to be stopped, and I'm needed partly to do that as well. Especially in the first couple of weeks, it felt right. So yeah, it just made sense in a way that it didn't before.
Jake, not his real name, shares the reality of what he witnessed.
I was serving in a commanding unit of a battalion that was fighting in Gaza. On the first couple of weeks, no one went in, right? So we were just sitting on our asses, essentially looking in screens, essentially the drones going above Gaza. You just go through those channels and you look for those buildings just falling. It feels like Netflix, it feels like a video game for the first couple of days. But there is a moment you realize it's a freaking actual house. It just got completely destroyed. And I don't know, but there probably were some people in there. Maybe there are terrorists, maybe there are not, or Hamas, whatever. But you don't know. And then you start asking yourself, are all of those strikes, airstrikes, necessary? Or are we just having a light hand on the trigger here? And then it starts, and once it starts, it never stops.
Israel's war in Gaza has been one of the deadliest and destructive in modern times. Israel says it's only targeting Hamas, but has been accused of killing thousands of innocent civilians.
A lot of them don't draw the line between what we call militants or terrorists and what we would call civilians. After the 7th, for example, people saw those videos of those people being paraded through the streets around Gaza, right? And those people cheer or even take part in whatever it is. So they say, like, all of them are part of it. Like, they all support it.
Over 13,000 Palestinian children have been killed since October 7th, according to UNICEF. Jake says the killing of civilians, including children, was not a major concern in the units he served in.
No one is batting an eye. No one is questioning. It's like it's a given that if someone is in this area that we are in because everyone was supposed to be evacuated, if someone is there, they are Hamas.
On several occasions, media outlets have reported on IDF soldiers attacking civilians who are unarmed or even surrendering.
There was a guy holding something white or having a white t-shirt that was like what's going on the radio, and he was approaching one of the places where one of the units was. And then the soldiers starts yelling, like in Arabic, like stop, stop, or I will shoot you. And then the person starts running away. And then he shoot them and kill them. And then you ask yourself, like, did we just kill someone who was just, was just trapped in the situation?
As the war continues in Gaza, Jake sees no end to the conflict that has taken the lives of 34,000 Palestinians. He blames the leaders of both sides for creating a bloodbath.
It's a situation, right? When I was there, I was doing it. Now it's just being done in my name. It's horrible. And it's very frustrating and despairing knowing this is where we're going, right? Because you have to look at the 7th, right? Which was also a horrendous event. And essentially what it feels like our government and their government, Hamas, right? They are actually on the same team that essentially want to see this piece of land just being soaked with blood.
Despite the claims, on several occasions the IDF has completely rejected any allegations of deliberately firing on civilians. They claim to follow international law and say they take feasible precautions to mitigate civilian harm.